everybody, Weeb here, and welcome back to Shantae Half-Genie Hero Part 2. In the previous part, we got the game started. It was a fun time where we made our way through the first level. We defeated Risky Boots right off the bat. And, so far just getting into the game, just diving in, looking at familiar faces, that sort of thing. So far, we don't really know what the threat is yet. We don't really know what's going on. Maybe we'll find out this time. With me, as always, is Terrific. Say hello, Terrific.
Yo, what is going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Young Future Kidnapper of Christina V here.
Oh,
and
wait, no, that's me. Get your own title.
But we are back, and I'm excited to see what the heck we're going to do with these blueprints.
All right, cool. All right, so picking up where we left off last time. So Uncle, we're talking to Uncle. I guess he's asking us about what happened. So he says, and you say Risky sailed off after that? Yeah, she gave me the slip. I'm sorry, Uncle. There. Look at the bright side. No one was hurt, and you managed to return the blueprints. This guy. Well, you're fired. Remember I told you he gets fired like every game?
Yeah.
Well, you're fired.
Oh,
fired again? Yeah, Main Street is in shambles and pirates are running pell-mell all over town. I'm off to place an ad for a new Guardian Genie. One who can get rid of those pirates for good. Lots of half-genies guarding towns these days. One of them's bound to want transferred to a beach town. Free rent, amazing ocean views, negligible fish smell, apply today. She's like, I never got free rent. That's fucked up, right?
Oh, man.
Bah, ignore him. He'll come around once this dynamo is completed. If you say so, Uncle. In fact, I should get back to work right away. Why don't you see if anyone else in town needs help? All right, good luck, Uncle. I'm ready to go, if anyone needs me. Oh, that's the thing that you don't really know about. In the old game, especially the first one, whenever you were going to start a level or whatever, she would always say, "Ret to go." That was like her little catchphrase.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Why'd they get rid of it?
I mean, they still use it. You saw it right there.
I mean, but did we hear it at all in the last game?
This series I'm into. Can't tell if it's the latest version is a sequel, a reboot, a soft reboot, a relaunch, or a soft robot rabbit. I'm so confused. So I think that's supposed to be like making fun of this game itself. Because even though it looks like it's a sequel to the other game, at the same time, if you just start here, it kind of introduces everybody again. So that's why a lot of people are kind of like, is this a sequel? Is it a reboot? Like, what is it, honestly? So I think that's what it's making fun of. With a warp dance, you can get around much more quickly. Buy one at the item shop. The gallery seems to have opened up. Why not take a look? When you turn into a monkey, does the food in your stomach change into monkey food? Gross.
Yo, this kid's asking the real questions.
He's asking the real questions for real. My home was destroyed by a sandstorm long ago. All right, a little bit of a weird lore drop, right? Be sure to talk to everyone in town often. We know a lot about the secrets of Sequin Land. And it's true, sometimes they'll give you a hint for something you might not even expect, honestly.
Ooh.
Once you learn how to swim, you can't help but want to take a dip everywhere there's water. So that's like a hint right there. Who is that strange girl over there? She's so wiggly. Aw, yeah, look at her. Super wiggly, look at that. I was just dancing with her, even though she's freaking out. All right, real quick, let's go to the shop. Let's see what we can afford. I always like trying to upgrade my stuff right away. All right, so we got potions, fireball, pike balls. Remember all these? You can use them. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Attract, backdash, metronome, magic bracelet, bikini armor, silky cream, warp dance. Okay, so I don't have enough for one of these, unfortunately. Should I do whipping speed or damage dealt?
Do the damage dealt.
All right. And I'll buy a bunch of potions, hopefully. Oh, dang it.
I like how the power-ups are like, I like how it's applicable to like her hair.
Yeah.
Like they got the shampoo and all that.
I mean, not everything, but like those two are, which is funny. One of them is a shampoo and one's like a conditioner or something. So one just makes her hair, like they like make her hair like more useful. So yeah, she whips harder and faster. All right, we have to talk to this girl, but what do we have to do again? All right, there we go. She's all wiggly. Hey, girl. Yeek, it's terrible. Someone please help me. All the young maidens from my village, they've disappeared. I heard that a guardian genie lived in this town. You must be her. Please, will you help my village? No way. How sad, will no one help me? That's great. I always like putting seeing what
Nice.
they say. It's a shame a lot of games that you actually do it. Like the Pokemon games always suck. If you put you want to join Team Rocket or you're not gonna help people, it just repeats it, which is so lame.
Yeah, it's not that fun.
Okay, thank you. Here's a map to Mermaid Falls. All right, so we just unlocked a new area. You'll need to fly there and quickly before more young maidens vanish. All right, so we got our next place to go to.
Oh,
This is a map to
geez.
Mermaid Falls. Are you going there? Looks that way. Be careful, mermaids around those parts can be very dangerous, especially the saltwater variety. They won't get the drop on me. After all, I'm this town's guardian. Gee, hold it. I'd like to introduce you to someone. Yeah, so he replaced us that quickly. He literally just it took him an hour to replace us apparently.
I mean, like you said, there's plenty of Half-Genie Heroes wandering around.
I guess so. Hello, who are you? Oh, you don't know? How sad. She said how sad. I'm your replacement, of course. What? Holly Lingerbean, Half-Genie Hero for hire. But you can call me Holly. Your mom was a genie? That's right. And my dad was a stage musician. Magician, not musician. God damn it. So I'm more magical than any other Half-Genie by far. Ha. Babies don't work that way. It's true. She stole my nose and removed my own thumb while I watched.
Wow.
Such an idiot. As our old guardian genie, I'd like you to show her the ropes. Me? No big whoop, Mayor. I'm sure I'll be fine just without her. Later, tiny tater. She is pretty tall, actually.
Yeah,
So I can't believe they want me to train my replacement. That is so wow, really?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
I can't believe he actually did it. Now, hold on. He replaced me with that. Snotty, little. Now, you don't have to get all competitive. Besides, you're on a mission, remember? I guess you're right. Okay, then off to Mermaid Falls. Are you ready to lift off? Yes. Okay, climb aboard. So they replaced us. So in a way, that's kind of good though, because that lets us do whatever we want. Since they're kind of busy with she'll hold down the fort or whatever. So that lets us do whatever we want. We can just escape. So.
I don't really know why Shantae keeps wanting this job anyway, to be honest.
I think she's just used to her house. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Hey, Bolo. It looks like this is where did he come from anyway? He wasn't on the bird. Looks like this is the place. For the last time, Bolo, I can handle this on my own. That's not what your uncle said. He insisted I lend you a hand until he could create a machine to replace you. Ouch, jeez.
Wow.
Fine. Let's get down to business. According to the girl back in Skulltown, locals have been vanishing from these parts by the dozens. One minute they're here, and the next, poof, gone without a trace. Gone? Gone how? Well, given the surroundings, I think it's pretty obvious who's to blame for all this. The answer is... fish folk. Shh, I've read that mermaids are beautiful but often vain, and all of the targets have been sweet, innocent, adorable maidens. It must be a jealousy thing. Gulp. That means I could be next. Not really. Maidens are, ladies only. There you go again. What? Leaving me out like you always do. I messed up one delivery and suddenly I'm useless. But, huh? Ever since we were kids, you get to be the hero and I'm always the goof up. Well, I'm sick of barfing in your shadow. I'm going to prove once and for all that I'm every bit the hero you are. Alright. Bolo, come back. That's not even a colloquialism. That dimwit. He won't last 5 minutes.
Listen, Shantae is hating on Bolo.
All she said is that he's not a maiden.
No, she's hating on him.
You're right. he counts as he's the guy version. He's a himbo, so
Yeah.
maybe they will kidnap him. You're right. She doesn't know that. She doesn't know they don't want him, right? All right. Oh my god. That's kind of funny though. How he's like, you always get to be the hero and I'm always the goof up. I don't know what like the story is there. Hey, nothing. That's the whole story. She's always the hero. He's always the screw up. That's it.
No, now I want a Shantae prequel. You know what? That's not a bad idea, to be honest.
It would be kind of cool if they explored some of that time when she was like, I guess, a little kid and where her mom came from and stuff. We need a game starring Shantae's mom where we see when she hands over Shantae to the uncle because she needs to go away.
Yes.
That would actually make a pretty cool prequel, actually.
Yeah, we need to make that happen. Let's start our own Kickstarter, but then get this. We'll tell people that we're going to make this game, but then once we got like a bunch of money, we'll say that we canceled it and not give a refund.
Oh god, you're terrible. You dick. Some companies try to do that. It kind of depends. You can't really get away with it that much. I mean, because Kickstarter. Oh, that's the thing we were talking about Kickstarter in the first episode. It's a little more trustworthy than you think because you can't literally just like ask for money and then like run away with it. Mm-hmm. Because obviously they can hold you accountable, right? There's ways they can hold you accountable. Yeah. The only way they can't hold you accountable is like if you literally try to make a game and you fail that bad, like there's proof you failed. That's where it is like too bad, so sad. It's like, I'm sorry, the person just sucked at making games and there's proof they tried. Then that's where you can kind of get away with it. Yeah. But if not, then yeah, that's where a lot of people think they can do that, but it's like nah, they have ways of making you like holding you accountable. You know what I mean? Yeah. Dang it. Oh, okay. It's been a Kickstarter. So we were talking about earlier about stuff we Kickstarted or whatever. Yes. So you haven't Kickstarted anything. This I wanted to Kickstart, but I found out about it like way late. Stuff I have Kickstarted, I helped Kickstart. The thing is, I don't know if anyone would know some of the stuff I'm talking about, unfortunately. But I helped Kickstart a game called The Good Life. I played on the channel. It's this weird mix of like Animal Crossing, because it's like a sim, right? Where you have to like pay off your debt. It's half like Animal Crossing, half murder mystery, which is really interesting. All right, you got me. And it's like really quirky because the guy who makes those games, he like has like weird. He's kind of like Suda51, where he makes games that are like really out there because he like always is like inspired by like shows and movies and stuff, and he like really like puts into his games. Yeah. So he's that kind of director. But yeah, he made The Good Life. It's this really weird game. I helped Kickstart that. I helped Kickstart. I'm trying to think of bigger stuff at Kickstarter that people would know. That's like the problem. You know what I mean? Well, for anyone who's ever like seen like the show JoJo, or knows anything about stands, or has ever played like the Persona games where you have like those kind of like those powers that are tied to like your soul or whatever. Yeah. You kind of get what I'm saying? Or it's like every person has kind of like their like the spirit that represents like their fighting spirit or whatever. Yes. So I kickstarted it's kind of like a D&D sort of game where you get to create like your own stand, and it basically has like whatever powers you want and stuff, and then you can play like a whole like D&D campaign where you have like this magic avatar that hangs out with you, and it's your powers and stuff. Unfortunately, I haven't really been able to meet up with friends, which kind of sucks because whole pandemic thing, people have been busy. But I'm hoping to play that with friends someday because I think that'd be really fun to play. It's just like a whole D&D type campaign. But yeah, it's like where you have like your own personal powers, and it runs on like whatever rules like you decide, and then you play like a whole D&D campaign. I think that'd be really fun. Yeah, no, that sounds pretty great actually, to be honest. Yeah, it was called like Overarms or something like that. So that's really fun. I kickstarted that. And the part of the Kickstarter is you got like this whole like book that has all the instructions and everything, which is really fun. Has some art in it. That was really cool. Like I said, I kickstarted that game, The Good Life. I kickstarted. trying to think of some bigger stuff that people might know. So I just mentioned like all the little random stuff Kickstarter and people might not know it. Yeah, so as I'm trying to remember as I'm playing, I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head what stuff I've kickstarted. I've kickstarted a few comics, for instance. No, I don't think there's anything too memorable, but a few comics here and there. I always think it's kind of cool to, help people kind of, achieve what they like their dreams or whatever. So, if they're like, hey, I want to like release this comic, help me out. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of a cool idea. I'll throw in a few bucks. So I've kickstarted a few comics. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like really big stuff I've helped. Oh, okay, a big one I helped kickstart and then ended up regretting. Have you ever heard of the game Shenmue?
Shenmue? No, I feel like you told me about it though.
Okay, so you might not remember it, but I know other people who are gamers, they might know what I'm talking about. Shenmue was this really okay, back in the days of the Dreamcast when this first came out, it was really impressive because it was an open world game with a day and night cycle, and it was basically real life like, where like your person had to sleep, they had to eat, they had to like have like a job to earn money, and then it was really impressive because you could go to like the arcade, and because it's a Sega game, there was actual Sega games you could play in the game, so like games within the game sort of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just a lot of stuff like that. It had a combat that was based on another Sega game. I think it was what's the game that it copied, that it had the combat from? I don't remember. But the point is, like, for the time, it was a really impressive game because it just had these things that back in the days games didn't have. That they didn't have open worlds and like sim stuff like sleeping and eating and games within games and like in-depth combat. They didn't really have that sort of stuff. So for the time, that first game was really impressive. Bad part is, ever since the beginning, the whole point of the game is that you're playing as this kid named Ryu, that his dad owns a dojo, gets killed by his mortal enemy.
Oh.
Ryu sees it, and he's gonna get revenge on the guy who killed his dad, right? That's basically the premise of the game. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the guy who made the game, he decided it's going to be like, I don't remember how many chapters, but it's like a really big number. And after making the second game on Xbox, the series was like dead for like 20 years until they kickstarted this game. And in those 20 years, obviously other people look at, improvements in the field or whatever, and they're like, cool, this is how gaming has changed. Let's implement stuff, right? This guy, for whatever reason, all the stuff that's changed in gaming in the last 20 years, he decided to ignore that and act like his game is still a game from the 90s. So all of the weird jank that we're used to not being in games anymore, all of the, annoying, unskippable cutscenes, all that crap, he has all of that in there.
Oh, why?
I don't know. He's just a stubborn guy. He decided he wants to keep his game authentic, apparently, even if it's annoying. And yeah, so his game has all the jank that should be gone. That in-depth combat, he decided he wants to make it more accessible to new players. So he made the fighting like dog crap. It's like really annoying. Like basically it doesn't even matter combos or anything. It's just mash the buttons. And the story literally doesn't progress at all.
Oh no.
The third game is basically filler. By the time you're done with the third game, nothing happens. The bad guy just gets away once again, and you have to chase him. And the guy's like, yeah, join us for Shenmue 4 where the story continues. It was basically filler.
Wow.
So I am so disappointed I backed that game because it was a terrible game, and the audacity of him to be like 20 years later, let's not even move the story ahead. Let's make it a filler game. It's bullcrap, especially as the guy's getting older. So how does he think he's going to finish this series that people want him to finish if he's not pushing it forward? You know what I mean? Anyway, I was going to say, I like how even the monsters are waifus. Look at this.
I love it. I love a good waifu.
So it's kind of cool. Look, so she sells us different dances. So revive dance, refill some health in exchange for magic. Warp dance, dance to warp to previously visited areas, or potions. So we can't buy any of this stuff. I think I'm just gonna buy more potions for now. Because there's a boss fight coming up, so hopefully that'll help us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's something to keep in mind, that if we go back to this level, she can sell us that revive dance, which is kind of cool.
Well, why are you acting like you need help, Weeb Rabbit? You're like a mega pro at this game.
Shut up. This upcoming boss fight, sometimes I have trouble with it, sometimes I don't. I swear it feels like it's a roll of the dice, honestly. You'll see what I mean. We'll see how I do on it. Because sometimes I do great at it, and sometimes I swear I have like a hard time with it. I don't know why. Oh, by the way, notice how we just got an orange? I was about to say, notice how we hadn't picked up any food up until now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, where's the like monster meat, or what is it, the lobster claw?
Lobster tail, I think?
Lobster tail, there it is.
Yeah, but notice we hadn't gotten any food until now. That's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how she's just slaying on her butt. Like, I feel like that would hurt.
Well, listen, Shantae's got a lot of padding back there, if you know what I mean.
I think it would still hurt. By the way, I also like how she can jump backwards.
Oh, yeah, like, jumping backwards.
Yeah, she can jump forwards or backwards. That's just totally a thing, apparently.
I mean, look, man, don't question it. Genie magic.
You know what? That's the explanation. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Alrighty. But yeah, so we're just doing this little section as we're on our way to the boss. Like I said, the boss, sometimes I do really good against, sometimes I have trouble. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're almost done with this level. As you can see, the levels are kind of short. It's more about going back and exploring them later, honestly. So that's why a lot of people, they felt the game before this was better. They felt that this one was a bit short for their taste.
I mean, but how much shorter is it than the first Shantae? I mean, than the previous Shantae, do you think?
I think it's about the same, honestly. Because like I said, it's just about going back. Whereas the other one, the levels were just longer. Bolo, quit messing around, she says, as he's all like freaking dizzy and knocked out. Moan. Those were the missing maidens. I forgot to point out. You see in the background how they were getting grabbed by fish, so they look like mermaids.
Yeah.
And then they were in the buckets of like fish food or whatever.
Yeah.
So she says, so those missing mermaids, but now they've been turned into counterfeit mermaids. Don't you see what's going on here? Someone's turning regular old bog standard cute girls into phony fish folk. Fakes. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. That's disgusting, all right. I like that. So the fake mermaids are sealed into cans, go down this chute, and wind up here. But why? Who's behind all this? And Bolo's just like about to puke his guts out. Yeah, I don't remember if this guy came out. He came out in the previous game, right? Techno Baron?
I don't remember. I think no, he was, because I think Bolo ruined his plan.
Yes, that's the guy. There we go. Yes, I was gonna say, yeah, because I think everyone makes a comeback in this game. So, Techno Baron. Lost count again. Who disrupts my concentration? I did. I saw your counterfeit mermaid factory and the fake mermaids, and now I'm sending you up the river just like your giant cans. Hey, giant cans. Which I'm also kicking you in. Girl? I don't know. How did you get past my techno grunts? No matter. You'll never leave this place alive. Have fun sleeping with the fishes. Wahahaha. I don't know. It was like a hoo-ha-ha-ha. I don't know. Oh, so this is the boss. Another top tier waifu. Look at that.
I love
oh
it.
my. Start fanning yourself. Holy mackerel. No wonder the mermaids are attacking. He's captured their queen. I've got to set her free. Giga mermaid, captivating captive. Yeah, so I start fanning yourself, like, oh my, it's giving me the vapors.
Yeah, no, I kind of like that.
It's a giant mermaid. Oh, okay, I'm trying not to get hit by that little laser thing. Yeah, it's a giant mermaid waifu. It's pretty cool.
Man, you know what I would do if I found a mermaid? I would take her, and then I would cut off the fish half, and then I would just reattach the other half of a lady, and then boom, you get a real human.
But then what's the fun in that?
Like, and I know what you're saying. Why not get a real human to begin with?
Yeah,
but like
exactly.
you said, what's the fun in that? So, how about we just make a woman with extra steps? in between.
With extra steps. That's the fun part. It's the extra steps, you see.
Yes.
That's so stupid with extra steps.
Oh man.
There we go. Unfortunately, that's the easy part. Right now is where it gets a bit harder because that was phase 1. Phase 2 is where I sometimes have trouble. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. And then there's phase...
She's raging out. Look at that. She's breaking free.
Yeah. And then I was going to say, then there's phase 25. That's the real kicker, though.
Oh, God. He's 25. Jeez.
You're safe now.
She's like, you're safe now. Oh, no. She's pissed. Uh-oh. She looks mad. Oh, yeah. She's pissed. All right, so let's see how this goes. Because sometimes I have trouble, sometimes I don't. It just depends. That's to stay away from the lasers. Pretty simple. This is where it gets hard because you have to go like this, like this, like this. See, you have to like hit the little crystal. Sometimes for whatever reason I miss when I jump for the crystal, so that's where I sometimes have trouble with. And she's gonna try to swat us with her tail. Girl, you can swat me with your tail any day.
Nice.
Slides me into a pancake. Worth it. There we go. So I hit her again. And I dodged the laser. See, I'm doing pretty good, actually. Sometimes I swear I have like the worst luck, where like I get hit every time for some reason. So right now I'm actually doing pretty good, which I'm pretty happy about. Right,
I mean, you're not doing well enough.
Alright, so that's 3. Look at that. Dodged it again, so I'm doing pretty good, I'm telling you. Look at this giant mermaid waifu. Look at that cleavage.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because we're all thinking it, that's why. It's just the right thing. Like what? Why? I like it because we're all thinking it, that's why. Oh, so right there I missed, that's what I meant. Oh, she got hurt by... I didn't know she could get hurt by the environment falling apart. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I did not know that was possible, actually. All right, come on. I think I need like one more hit. Come on, come on. Okay, so I've hit her what? 3 times or 4 times?
I want to say 4.
Okay, so it takes a few hits, especially because right now you know how my my hair is weaker.
Yeah.
To feel stronger, it would be less hits, obviously, but okay, I think I've hit her like 4 times. Not bad. That's it. There we go. So as you can see, I did pretty good. Sometimes I swear I like have done terrible, where every time I try to hit her, I miss, and I get hit by like all her attacks and stuff. So luckily on camera, I did pretty good. All right, so there's the maidens. They're all like, "What is happening?" And Bolo's there for some reason too. Techno Baron, you sick fiend. You were selling fake mermaids as canned monster chow? Hey, we've all got to eat. Sales were high and supplies were low. What else was I supposed to do? Yeah, so those poor girls were getting eaten. That's dark. Right?
Makes sense to me.
Leave money lying on the table? I ran out of legit mermaids after my orders were filled. I just need a few shipments of B-grade product to help bridge the gap. That's all. It's just good business. I'll give you the business.
Ooh, Shantae.
She just explodes too. Look at her now. She has the better eyes. Look at that. I'm talking about the giant mermaid, by the way. Look at she has the better eyes. So the mermaids weren't behind this after all. I guess I owe you all an apology. It was wrong of me to jump to conclusions. I hope you'll accept my apology. Apology accepted. Bolo, I was talking to them, not you. Anyway, I hope we can be friends from now on. Now let's get these girls back home. Yeah, that giant mermaid looks a little too impressed. Look at how she's staring. Oh, she's staring at Bolo. Maybe she's never seen a man before. She's like,
Yeah, I mean, Bolo finally found his woman.
Right? Oh, boy. All right, so we're done with that level. So as you can see, that was pretty short. See what I mean? So it's more about coming back to areas to explore stuff. That's why a lot of people didn't like it. I'm fine with it. You know, I feel like some games are shorter than others. It's whatever. Oh, real quick. So we're going to get in our transformation. This kind of gives you a hint. It's going to be water-based. What do you think the next transformation will be? What's your guess of the animal?
Octopus.
Octopus?
Yeah.
All right, that's a good guess. By the way, look at Shantae.
Tentacles.
So it's like a little dog for some reason. Like,
Yeah. I mean, she's assumed the position.
like who added that in there? You know what I mean? That's weird. Like she has like a little park. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, someone snuck their fetishes in. Nope, it's a crab. You got crab dance. Yep, so this is pretty cool. So we have the monkey dance to cling to walls, and we have the little crab dance. It helps us sink to the bottom of the water, and then just climb back up.
What happens if you turn into a... Wait, can you turn into a monkey while you're underwater?
Probably not. Yeah, see, it just does that.
Oh.
Watch. See, it doesn't even let you untransform in the water.
No, okay. Because you know what would be funny is if you like turn into a monkey or back into Shantae, you couldn't like float to the top. You know when Sonic used to drown in the
No, not here. All right, so that is the end of level 2. Something interesting. Have you noticed that we still don't know what the threat is?
That is true.
Like Risky Boots was one issue. This was a separate issue. Mm-hmm. There's not like a villain yet. Have you noticed how it's kind of weird?
Yeah.
All right, so I think this is where we're gonna cut it, guys. I think that's pretty good for the end of part 2. But as you can see, I was kind of lying earlier when I said that we might find out who the villain is. I was lying. We don't know yet. But, you know, that doesn't matter because it looks like, you know, it was an issue for a different area, so.
No, people, don't accept that. If you're upset that we've ever lied to you, dislike everything.
Well, you can't even dislike anymore because they took that away, remember? They're taking it away.
Yeah.
So if I turn comments off, you can't comment. If they took the dislike option away, you can't dislike, so you just have to deal with it.
That is true.
You know how you can let me know, guys? Subscribe and unsubscribe from Terrific, and then I'll know.
Whoa.
Hey, wait a minute. No.
Oh, man.
All right. There you go, guys. That's the end of part 2. What will await us in part 3? Who knows? But we have 2 transformations under our belts. Probably a new area to explore, you know, if we're following the trend. So join us next time for part 3. Thank you, Terrific, for being here.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see you next time for part 3. Bye-bye.
Bye.